Hello, everybody. I've got my favorite Hawaiian shirt on today. I think it's Hawaiian for a special reason because today's a launch day for something very new and something that I've been hoping to launch for many years, actually. And today's the day, so that's exciting. So, my name's Shamash. I'm author of Mindfulness for Dummies and other books on mindfulness and relaxation. And I'm going to start by sharing with you a story of how I've got to where we are today. So, the story starts, I guess, when the pandemic happened and everything kind of got changed and thrown into uncertainty. There was obviously so many sad stories going around, hearing of friends getting really sick, family members struggling, all these kinds of things, really difficult stories. And not just people that I knew, but friends of friends, and seeing it on social media. Very challenging times, obviously, for all of us. And one of the responses that we did, which was wonderful, was writing with our community a book, Mindfulness for Challenging Times, which was very meaningful. But then after that came out, I realized that there was still the sense of a lack of community and also the opportunity to actually come together as a community and practice meditation together. So normally, I'd have all these different routines and other things that I normally did, and meeting people in person, especially in the afternoons every day, but I didn't have the opportunity to do any of that. So that kind of all went out the window. And I thought, okay, it'd be really good to have some sort of meditation group where we can get together and practice some mindfulness and meditation. So I thought of that in around May, but couldn't really find the right group because I like meditation, which is basically a bit unique and specialized in a way, because I like it where there's a sense of flexibility with the mindfulness. So yeah, body scan is great, feeling your breathing is great, but I like other ways of practicing mindfulness. I like the balance of guided meditation and also some silence. I like it when in a community setting where people can kind of chat with each other and share through typed chat rather than people sharing for a long time using video and stuff, because that can take a long time and you don't get a chance for everyone to share. So I wanted that. And there's a few other things that I was looking for. I'm very passionate about the transcendent self. So going beyond thoughts and emotions to be the observer or the witness. I think it's a really key part of mindfulness that people don't seem to share too much. And so although I'm into the science stuff, I'm also into the spiritual dimension of it too. And I think that's almost a scientific part of it. So couldn't find that, obviously, too specific. So I thought, let's just get together and just do some Facebook lives, and just maybe some people would turn up. But it wasn't really good because it didn't have that sense of routine. Different people showed up. Sometimes no one showed up. Sometimes I didn't show up. There wasn't that sense of commitment there. And I think that sense of routine was really needed, especially in such uncertain times. So I thought, okay, let's do a challenge. Let's do a 30-day mindfulness challenge. And that's what we did in July. And I was hoping for about 5 or 10 people, but everyone that I kind of offered it to was really keen to join in the challenge too. So maybe they were also looking for a space or a time where they could just all come together and at the same time every day would practice meditation and maybe have a little bit of community as well. And that would be the routine you do every day for 30 days. And it was really amazing that we got it was really popular. So my kind of Zoom account goes up to 100 people, and we had 100 people sign up for that. And it was a really nice experience in July. Every day in July, got to connect with the same people, meditating at the same time. We did a different meditation every day. And at the end of it, at the end of every meditation, we always had some nice banter and a little bit of fun at the end and sharing. And so we got to know these strangers, like someone from New Zealand and many people from Scotland for some reason, and Ireland and France and Croatia. So all these different locations around the world too. So it's the sense of this little global community practicing every day. And the challenge on my side would be teaching every single day at the same time and live streaming it, and making sure the technology side of it all worked. But it went smoothly. And some people said that I'll burn out by kind of offering so much every single day. But I thought, no, actually, I find it nourishing. I like doing this. So let's try it again in August, because we had quite a lot of requests of people wanting to do it in August. So I thought, okay, let's do a mindfulness challenge again in August. So we did set it up again for August, and some of that group came over. We had new people join again, and then again we were full up. So once we had a full group, that was it. We didn't offer any more places, and we did the same thing in August. And so here we are right now on the 26th. And so it doesn't feel right to call it a challenge anymore, because of not that it's not a challenge, but the challenge is to help you to get into a routine or get into the habit or something. But after that, and you've been doing that for a while, it's not so much a challenge, it's almost like a community. And so I emailed everybody and asked them, so, why do you want to join this new community? Why do you want to be part of this? Why do you want to carry on? And what are your reasons? And I looked at there's hundreds of different reasons, and I kind of boiled it down. There were two elements. The first one is having a sense of routine. And there's so much uncertainty at the moment, so many things up in the air. It's so nice to have one thing that it's always going to happen at the same time. It's a mindfulness practice and compassion practice, and perhaps even got a spiritual dimension to it, and it's going to happen at the same time. So that routine is very, very nice and very comforting and very much needed. And the other side that some people were quite surprised that they enjoyed, and that was the community. They weren't sure how the community would work, or if they would enjoy or they'd connect with it. They weren't really seeking out community so much at the first place, but that sense of community was really nice as well. So that was the second thing. So the routine and the community made all the difference, and all the different people, when I kind of wrote down all the different reasons that people want to do it, and people were having relapses and going through really challenging times and struggling to cope with the stress of it, or being very generous and giving of their time and their energy, counselors, therapists, psychologists, people in the medical profession, giving a lot of their time. And so they decided to give some time to themselves. So then I thought, hang on a minute, this is basically like a little club that we could start. But it would mean I would have to carry on guiding meditations every single day, which is a lot. But I thought that's a good challenge for me in a way. Let's have a go. Let's see if it works. And so after much thought and reflection, decided today to launch the Daily Mindfulness Club. And so this is a space that offers, first of all, live guided mindfulness meditation, a new one every single day. So every one is different. So first of all, it's live. It's always at 7:30 in the morning. It is at the moment. Maybe we'll change the time slightly, but roughly around then. But at the moment in September, it's definitely going to be 7:30 in the morning. Immediately after the session, it's recorded. So the session is shared. So for those that can't make it that day, some people like to do it at a different part of the day so they can listen to it later on. Thirdly, we have this coaching element at the beginning and specifically at the end too, where you can share. If you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you just want to help and support each other in that little community, because we use Zoom. Fourthly, like I said, we don't use video for everyone, or even for myself. It's audio with a nice image, and I guide it over the image. And that works really well because you can practice in bed and places like that. And then fifth, this is a new thing. We're going to have a specific private Facebook group for that club and community, and other goodies for them too. And also get a copy of our new book, Mindfulness for Challenging Times. And that's kind of like a special offer for the first group of people that join. So if you join, you also get that posted to you, and you also get another little booklet posted to you as well, a little bonus thing. So it's a particular special offer. I thought since I'm doing something new, I'd launch it with a special offer for a few days between now and the end of August. So today's the 26th of August, 2020. I think, yeah. So 4 or 5 days to do that. But once we get to 100, we'll stop for now, and then we'll decide how it goes and see if we want to let more people into that initial community to make sure that it's got a good vibe. So that's what we're offering. So the benefits, even like a normal mindfulness class normally would be, £5, £10, £15 each. So even just the mindfulness class guided by itself is worth, if it's £5 each, it'd be worth £150 for 30 sessions. But they're roughly about £1 each in terms of the price of it. So it works out as probably cheaper than a cup of tea at Starbucks, because they're quite expensive. So yeah, we tried to make it as accessible as possible. because we have to pay for staff and the technology side of things and everything else. But really excited about it. I hope you come along. We're trying to offer as much value as possible. As I said, you get those 6 or 7 things as part of the package. And there's no contracts involved, so you can do it for a month and you can cancel absolutely anytime. No problem at all. No issue with that. And it's a nice thing to be part of. So if you're thinking of joining, if you want to try something different, if you want to start, if it's a challenge for you, from the 1st of September will be the next group that we start, then it could be a good way to have something which is continuous, which is a routine, which you get into the daily practice of. And because the meditations are new every day, I think that's nice, especially for people who are a bit more creative, who don't like that same exact meditation every day. If you like the exact same meditation every day and you're not into community, then this is not for you. Because of the meditations are always slightly different. There's sometimes even visualizations, like we did a waterfall meditation today. So they vary a little bit. And then there's this little chat at the end, which is not required, but if you have time, you can do that. And some people really, really appreciate that. So that's the other side of it. Yeah, so if you want to try something different, if you want to have a go, then if you want to invest £1 something a day and come along and try it in September, you're very welcome to do so. I will then be sharing it much more widely later on today, but I thought I'd share it on this live as you're here. Great. If you've got any questions, let me know. You can let me know in the comments. You can always tag me or message me. Happy to answer them. And let me know what you think, if you think it's a good idea or not. And if you've got any questions or any ways of you think could improve it, always welcome. We collect feedback at every single meditation, and I reflect and see, okay, maybe I need to make this adjustment or this change. And for any of you who are mindfulness practitioners or teachers or counselors that bring mindfulness into your work, we have a fair amount of that group as well, who are interested in learning new styles of guiding mindfulness, or just want that personal support, or maybe you want to offer something like this yourself with your own community. So it's a great way to see how to do that as well. So thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for some related topic on mindfulness. If you've got any specific questions that you want me to kind of go through and answer, then let me know and I can do that in these future sessions. Thanks a lot for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the Daily Mindfulness Club if you choose to join. You have a great day, and I'm going to celebrate now with a cup of mindful tea. Peace.